Hey, what up, y'all? Human Sports Encyclopedia, your boy K-Rod back here with the first video we've done in a while, and I do apologize. Lots been going on. A lot of sports has been going on. Too much to keep up with. Right now, as you can see, I'm all bundled up. It is snowmageddon over here. We got a foot of snow, but nothing is going to feel as cold as the foot that Chiseled is about to put up the ass of the NBA. As you already see, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. He wants, and a lot of people do, just cancel the NBA All-Star Weekend because it was quite trash. No disrespect to anybody obviously performing and playing. Shout out to Mac McClung. He won his third straight NBA dunk contest. Dude is a dunking legend at this point. If you already knew anything about Mac McClung prior to him even entering the NBA or the G League, dude was a highlight reel in high school through the Ball is Life videos and his stuff going viral in high school. But there's a point to why people have a problem with the dunk contest, on top of other things with NBA All-Star Weekend. A lot of it has to do with the fact that a G Leaguer has won 3 straight slam dunk contests, but none of the stars have been doing the dunk contest for almost 2 decades. Not saying obviously we haven't had amazing dunk contests, Zach LaVine versus Aaron Gordon, and we've had other guys do their thing throughout the years, but we haven't had the big stars. And if a G Leaguer is showing everybody up, it's not a good look for the league. 3-point contest, I mean, it was cool. It's always cool, but you know, you're not putting eyeballs. And don't get me started with the All-Star game. I didn't watch. I said I've had a million things going on, and celebrated a birthday, 2 birthdays since the last time we got together here on the channel. My daughter turned 9, so special happy birthday to my princess Michelle and to the matriarch of my family. My mother turned 29 again, back on February the 13th, because we ain't giving out real names besides Black Don't Crack anyway. But Chiseled Adonis is about to get in that ass, pause, with his thoughts on the NBA All-Star Game. We haven't heard it yet, obviously. First time checking it out, so let's go hear what the man's got to say. If you haven't subscribed to Chiseled yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Dude is hilarious, insightful, thought-provoking, and one of the funniest dudes on the planet. And he needs to get to 1 million subs, and I can't recommend his stuff enough. So we're gonna check out what Chiseled got to say. If you like what you see here with your boy, come subscribe to the channel. Give me some recommendations. Let me know what you want to hear me talk about here on the channel. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get it.
Alright, so boom, do me a favor. Cancel the damn NBA All-Star Weekend expeditiously. As far as I'm concerned, Adam Silver needs to be somewhere on a fucking spit for what he's done to the NBA. Not only do the players go out there and not put forth any particular kind of effort, this man's ideas are absolute ass.
They are terrible ideas, but the one thing you can't force players to do is compete when they don't want to. Unfortunately, that's a problem right there. Like, we lack that Kobe Mamba mentality that anytime you're on the floor, it's go time. Even if it's an exhibition. Nah, we out here. Hooper's hoop. That was always how Kobe was wired. Allen Iverson. If you've never seen the 2001 All-Star Game, I believe the story was that he had partied he had been partying for the last 72 hours, so 3 days prior to through All-Star Weekend, which I believe 01 was in D.C. and the Wizards were hosting. And that 01 All-Star Game is legendary. Highlights are all over YouTube. Go check them out.
I'll first start with the fact that the motherfucking network televisions is who's getting their money's worth, all right? The fans who went, they spent their money to go and watch this atrocity of an All-Star Sunday night. They need to get a refund immediately. You know you got a problem when the most anticipated event all weekend long is a motherfucking celebrity game. People was waiting to see Kai Cenat and Drewski rather than go see Kevin Durant, LeBron James. Oh, I'm out my ankle. I need Vagisil. My vagina hurt. Nobody wants to watch All-Star Sunday night. You got a damn 3-time consecutive dunk champion in Matt McClung. He wins, and guess where he goes? Back to the motherfucking G League. He walks down the street. People
can think about that. You win the slam dunk contest, the same contest that has had winners like Spud Webb, Michael, Vince Carter, who they honored over All-Star Weekend for 25 years since he essentially saved the dunk contest in Oakland. Guys like that. I'm trying to think of some other. Kobe won. You know, like legends of the game. And they can't even promote this dude properly because he's in the G League. Like, you're saying, okay, great dunker, but you're still not good enough to play in the NBA. What does that say?
Can't even recognize this man. Three-point contest is probably the only thing that matters on Saturday, but it don't even translate towards nothing. Because everybody can motherfucking go and participate. Because the entire league is shooting threes. Assistant coaches could put on a jersey and you would have thought they was an NBA player as well, because everybody gets to go out there and jack up threes. Skills competition ain't what it was 15 some years ago. It don't hit the same whatsoever. You got rising stars and all the, let's have USA versus the world. Nobody gives a fuck. Cancel NBA All-Star Weekend. And to make matters worse, you've got so many fucking commercials. You don't even want to sit through the entire motherfucking program. There was 3 basketball games that was supposed to be televised on All-Star Sunday night. Team Chuck versus Team Kenny. You've got a damn hour-and-a-half long pregame. Finally, you get tip-off. Midway through it, you got like a semi-halftime. In the midst of the game, I thought it was first to 40 wins. The fuck you got a 10-minute break for? And then afterwards, you conclude that game. All right, cool. We gonna go right into the next game? Nah. We gonna bring out 6'5" Mr. Beast to come out here and have some sort of 100,000 shoot-off between some random, individual. And
Mr. Beast was at All-Star Weekend. What are we doing here? See, this is what the NHL got it right. They didn't have All-Star Weekend. They had the Four Nations tournament. And you saw that first matchup with Canada and the United States. Them boys got down and rumbled 3 fights in the first 9 seconds off the opening draw. Maybe y'all should pay attention.
And Damian Lillard, and the kid wins. Congratulations to you, $100,000. You should have put some money in your doggone pockets before the taxes come and get you out there in California. That's neither here nor there. He got the W. Then we get another long commercial break. Conclude that commercial break. Finally, we're ready to get into Shaq versus Candace. We get 10 to 15 some points in. We got another commercial break. The fuck all these commercial breaks, halftime length commercial breaks, fuck. They come back. They get another one, come back again, they conclude the game, and then we got E40 performing. Sweetie with the bad BBL with the hips and the goddamn thighs that don't match, going and having a performance. Everybody representing California out there doing a doggone performance. They done opened up the gates of AARP, and you had 4 elderly ladies come out there and rock the mic. They killed it, but my God, bro, you could have did this before the doggone game. Fast forward, finally, we get the final. Shaq's OGs versus Chuck's, global stars. It's 11-1. We get a timeout. We gonna honor NBA on TNT in the middle of what's supposed to be the final. You couldn't have did this before.
Wait, y'all doing honorary segments during a game? During the game? Is that what I'm hearing here? Bro, we are cooked.
You could have did this after. Let's go get the fishing rod, guys. Get the super rod. Do you have the old rod? Let's get the good rod. We've got magic carp outside, guys. We've got goldines inside the ponds. We're going to Cerulean City. Who the fuck came to see this shit? Do it either before or after. Don't do it during the game. You're wasting time. If I was a motherfucking basketball player, I think I would have tore a motherfucking hamstring. I gotta warm up, cool down. Warm up, cool down. Warm up, cool down. And to make matters worse, motherfuckers wasn't even playing no defense. Finally, we return to the final half of that game. They run all the way through. Thank the Lord we did not get into commercial breaks. And then finally, it's all over. And you have this presentation of Shaq's OGs getting the All-Star Game victory trophy. I got a question. Who's going to take that trophy home? Is it going to be Shaq? Is it going to be KD? Kyrie? Jason Tatum? Jaylen Brown? Who's taking the... Steph Curry? He took home the MVP, right? Or was it really an MVP performance? Ain't nobody was playing defense. It was damn near a layup line, shoot around the entire evening. Don't get me wrong, I recognize, the players don't really have too much to play for. They play an 82-game season, and then you got to take into account the postseason. Most of the players who get elected to the All-Star game, they happen to play in the playoffs, so you don't want to be in a situation where you possibly hurt yourself in a meaningless game. So why the fuck we gonna have the game and showcase regardless? People came to the All-Star Weekend in yesteryear because you get an opportunity to see some of the best players in the league play alongside each other. And furthermore, you get to see them play against each other, usually in a situation where they could go one-on-one or whatever the case may be. That is no longer what it was. Granted, last great All-Star game that we had was 2020. And you know what's crazy? It took Kobe dying to galvanize the players to want to go play basketball. You named the MVP of the All-Star game after this man. And here we are, 5 years later, it don't even hold weight no more.
And now y'all basically disrespecting that man's legacy by playing half-ass like this. This is Kobe. Kobe modeled his entire game, mentality, approach to everything like Mike. And then you want to have the temerity to play like y'all on the beach, just half-stepping and bullshitting.
Have y'all no shame? Seriously, have y'all no shame? I think the NBA of all sports probably does the best of honoring, past legends on their celebratory weekend for their All-Stars. But outside of honoring those people, they do a shit job of their actual execution when it comes to the actual performance. You mean to tell me nobody could put forth effort in any form of defense? Only time we saw any form of effort was when it was like 5 to 6 some points to the victory. If game 40, you mean to tell me you're not gonna start playing defense until the team gets 32? The fuck going on? In past All-Star games, you would start to see defense at the fourth quarter, that 4-minute mark, that 3-minute mark of the third quarter, and the entirety of the fourth quarter. That's when you would start to see a bit of defense.
I just thought about something. This is I'm not the back in my day person. I hate that person. I don't say I hate. I am not a fan of that type of mentality. However, I've noticed something, and I remember Charles Barkley saying why he wasn't a fan of AAU ball, and I think I'm starting to understand maybe why, because you got this is a generation of AAU ballers, at least here in the United States, for the most part, that are not playing this game like they need it, playing like this is all I got. Now it's like, oh, no, I got this. Like, if basketball don't work out, I'll be good. I got some other side hustles or whatever, yada, yada, yada. Or my money's straight. So I ain't got to go that hard. Like, you got a guy. LeBron James came from literal nothing. And, yeah, he is a very special case in terms of athletically being gifted like he's always been. However, knowing his backstory and what he needed to be successful in the NBA in order to provide a better life for not just himself, his wife, and obviously his sons, but also his mother, and creating generational wealth for his family in order to make sure the way that he was brought up, nobody has to go through again. That's a level of hunger I feel AAU saps. Personally, obviously, you got a lot of guys who still have that hunger, but it doesn't seem like an overall collective. It's that, man, if this don't work out, I think I'll still be all right. Like, play so hard like you could be homeless tomorrow. That's just my personal perspective on it.
You at least had about 12 to 15 minutes of dudes who went out there and legitimately wanted to win. You've got your one-on-one matchups. You had situations where they were playing team basketball. You had guys who looked like they were hungry to go and get W's. Now, it's a glorified motherfucking shoot around. Wimby pulling up, coast to coast, stops at the three-point line to go pull threes. Steph Curry pulling from half court. Granted, he's got the range. He hit one too, but ain't nobody guarding. If you don't create a scenario where the players want to go and put forth effort, what are we doing? Here's what I think we should do. Granted, you an all-star, so I ain't gonna take no money out your pocket, but I'll probably create a situation where we can put some money in your pocket. I've said it over the course of the past few years. I've said it for the NFL Pro Bowl, which should be abolished as well. I'll say it for the NBA right now. Here's your best case scenario. Okay, cool. You wanna do this bullshit motherfucking tournament where you got 7 players on each respective team. Put in a pool of $21 million. Winning team splits it.
$3
mil a piece for every single, and that's after taxes. So you might just have to increase that sumbitch to 42. You in California, they fixing to take half or maybe more regardless. Create a scenario where each individual player can leave with an incentivized, a purse, rather than have a scenario where it's like, oh, well, winning team donates the money to charity. You're gonna donate money to charity regardless. The players, they give a shit, but they don't really give a shit to go out there and go and put their body on the line to possibly go and get themselves some money for charity. They ain't doing that. Put something where you put some bread in their pocket. Losing team, you'll get something, but it's gonna be not really substantial. All right, cool. It's gonna sound crazy for the regular average.
It shouldn't even have to come to incentivizing, putting in a pool. The pool should honestly be your pride more than anything else. So I remember hearing Dion talking about how hard that the players would go at the Pro Bowl back when they would go play it out in Honolulu. So that is your pay, is your pride as an athlete and as a competitor. You're not trying to let that man beat you in a one-on-one, or let those guys beat your team, and then you got to hear about it. That hurts more. That hurts more than not getting your money. But if this is what it takes, potentially, by all means, because I want this to matter. It's supposed to always matter,
Person, but in the term of NBA, $250,000 to the losing team. And each individual player, that's what you get. But the winning team, you get like $3 million or something. The NBA got the money. Create a scenario where you got the players actually hungry to go out there and play. Every single year, it's the same shit. Dudes legitimately just over there going through the motions, wasting time. I understand you don't want to risk injury, but why the fuck would you create a scenario where people is paying money to come and watch you pretty much do what? It's not even practice. If you was to go and tune into an NBA practice, that's much more, intensified or whatever the case may be. This is legitimate. It's bad television. Why would I ever want to tune in? It's a waste of my time. The whole fucking weekend, waste of people's time. I sat here for 2.5 hours watching this atrocity of an NBA Sunday night, where there was legitimately no effort. The only time in which you saw any form of remnants of effort was at the tail end of the OGs, Shaq's OGs versus Candace, Rising Stars, when they were trailing by I think it was about 10? No, it wasn't 10. I think they were trailing by 6 or something like that. But then the Shaq OGs done got to 30-some points, and then you saw Durant try to go in on the fast break. He got fouled, and all of a sudden now people started saying, oh, wait a minute, they playing basketball. And what happened? It was over because nobody wanted to guard. Offensively, nobody running any kind of plays. Granted, you ain't got to run no plays like that, but can we see some back to the basket? Everybody on the motherfucking perimeter?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody on the perimeter? What are we doing? If you take a look at the field goal percentage, it's probably 76% threes taken. Only time you saw a perimeter jump shot wasn't even a jump shot. It was a floater or a layup in transition, or in a situation to where it was a broken play, or it's a loose ball and somebody just go and get it and go and lay it up, or it's off the glass, get a tip in kind of situation, a second chance shot. Everybody who wants to watch this, it's bad TV. And again, I'm not saying the players got to go and put themselves in a position to where they playing so hard in a meaningless game and then all of a sudden they get hurt. But my God, at least try some form of effort. If you're not going to play no defense, at least put in some motherfucking effort on offense. But why would you need to do that if on defense ain't nobody in front of you? They wasting our time, bro. They really are. I might never watch. I legit, this might be the last All-Star game I'll ever watch in my life till this bitch get fixed, bro. Because I wanted to give it a chance. It was a new format. Initially, I wasn't even going to watch it. But then one of my subscribers, shout out to Jeff, he done told me yo, man, you going live for NBA tonight? I'm like, I don't think I am. And then I just Googled. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, they got a new format. They doing some sort of tournament. Perhaps it's going to be a situation to where it can be somewhat entertaining. I think if they got it in a tournament style, it's a 7-on-7 kind of situation. Perhaps you're going to see a situation where people are going to go out there and put forth effort. Oh, no, that's not what happened. We was caught in the genjutsu again. I'm tired, bro. Adam Silver, this man need to go. Somebody go resurrect motherfucking David Stern. Go get the casket right now. He got cremated. Go find the ashes. I don't give a damn where it's at. Go bring this man back. Reanimation jutsu. Bring this man back, bro.
Big fact.
Because we need competitive basketball back for NBA All-Star Weekend. Because this ain't it. This ain't it. Wasting people's time. Everybody's shooting threes. everybody on the doggone perimeter. The fact that I saw Wemby, Jokic, nobody in the paint, these dudes on some, we just gonna let it fly from outside. And Reggie Miller on commentary, Kenny Smith on commentary, trying to make it seem as if this is something that's entertaining. Uh-oh, they're playing basketball. Would you motherfuckers stop lying?
Seriously? Kenny Smith, two-time NBA champion, you should know better. Reggie, you Reggie Miller. Y'all are out there selling this like you're trying to tell the audience this is something to be excited about. Y'all know better than that. Don't lie. I'm a wrestling fan. That's a form of entertainment built on lies and bullshit. Come on now.
End of the game, Damian Lillard on some, yeah, man, I thought this was a bit more competitive. And, the league wants to see us go out there. What the fuck you talking about the league? It's on y'all to go out there.
That's on y'all. The league can't make y'all play harder. That's all on you. It's what you're made up of. Maybe y'all ain't it. Athletically, skill-wise, yeah. Mentality-wise, boy.
And put forth effort. What you lying to the people for?
And Dame, you've been in the
What's
league
wrong?
12 years.
This is the type of game that make you want to go and key somebody's car, bruh. Oh, well, this is brought to you by Kia. I might just go buy a Kia and motherfucking art is an explosion. I turn a fucking Didra straight out the motherfucking Akatsuki and ignite a goddamn explosion on the damn vehicle, bruh. Legit, I might be anti-Kia for the remainder of my doggone life, bro. What are we doing? This all-star game you want to go and put forth? Some old bullshit. Imagine I was somebody who paid my damn bread to go sit in the damn stands and this what the hell I'm watching? Fuck out of here. I'm transmogrifying immediately. Loudspeaker playing Jello. I might swerve in the corner. Whoa. Nope. You out of here. Nope.
No, man.
You're going to have to die.
Here comes the United States champion.
Chris show up.
He's not going to do what I think, is he?
And
Come on. 16-foot. Oh! Arms are clasped. Look at him ready. I can't believe it.
Justice.
Here's the end. Look at Benoit.
Now, I'm not saying he should have killed her, but
But
I
I
understand.
understand. Oh, all right, y'all. So
Don't do nothing crazy.
That's chiseled, out of pocket, per usual. But that was absolutely entertaining. And yeah, y'all can see my little background there. Shout out to Shirley Manson of the band Garbage, and Miss Flora Jansen of Nightwish. But I'm with them. You can't make these players, the league can't make you play harder. You got to want it for yourself. And as a collective, this is what y'all's mentality got to be. But this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. Anyway, shout out to Chisel. Subscribe to him, Chisel Adonis on YouTube. Get to all his stuff. And subscribe here, Human Sports Encyclopedia. Let's keep this thing rolling. I love you guys. Appreciate you. If you are snowed in, wherever you are, stay safe out there. I'm bundled in. It's like 4 degrees outside. We'll see you in